Hello, everyone.
Hello, everyone.
Let's watch TV. Before we start, I'm in Portland this weekend, Boston next weekend, taking Thanksgiving off. Then I'm going to be back on in Charlotte at the top of December. Then Appleton. We added Appleton show, so snag your tickets. Fort Wayne, Louisville. Get your tickets at MrD3.com. And also, if you want to tell us what shows to watch, become a Patreon member at patreon.com/Joe Dombrowski for only $5. You can support the podcast, keep us on the air, and tell us what shows to watch. We love having you there. Thanks for joining us at patreon.com/Joe Dombrowski.
Yes. Hello.
So, what show did we watch?
We watched Life After Death with Tyler Henry. I almost said Perry on Netflix.
Courtesy what Patreon member?
Chelsea Lee, Leigh.
Thanks
for Lay.
Sweet
now,
baby.
Chelsea said, watch the one with the boy. Well, there's 6 episodes, and Chelsea, I tried my best to figure out which one it is. I'm not sure if this was it. May not have been, but I went ahead and picked one, though. It's episode 6 called The Last Call. And thanks so much for suggesting the show. It's definitely ready for Halloween.
Thanks, Chelsea. Too bad Halloween. Yeah, we're recording this a few days before Halloween.
Yeah.
Let's just start here. Do you have a little background on who Tyler Perry? You look very. Trish would wear that. I think Trish would wear that. If you know, you know, fans. Okay, and Tyler, what's it? Tyler Henry.
Tyler Henry.
Give a little background on who he is and what he does.
Tyler Henry is a clairvoyant.
Is that what is that officially his pronoun? Clairvoyant? He identifies as being clairvoyant, not psychic, not telepathic.
Nope.
He calls himself clairvoyant. Okay. All right. I didn't know that.
I read about 3 different interviews with him and it always says clairvoyant.
Okay. Cute. All right. Next.
He offers clarity and closure from beyond while searching through his own family's past in an intimate reality series. And the episode we watched is called, it had 3 different people that he helped get in touch with their loved ones. Now, I do have information on him for the Patreon, on the Patreon.
Okay. Let's just start here. As the clairvoyant, you guys, he talks to the dead and that's what's up. Okay. Let's start here. Don't answer yet. On 3, I want you to say if you think he is legit or not.
Oh, God.
Okay, here we go. 1, 2, 3. Yes. Me too. And I have to tell you what, I'm a little bit of a skeptic when it comes to this stuff. You guys, you can see it in these people's eyes. You could see it in their eyes. You could see it. Like, you could say, oh, the producers probably did some background checks and grabbed information. And there was only one time when I was skeptical because the girl had a wedding ring on, but she was talking to her ex-husband, but she had a wedding ring on. And Tyler's like, I want you to know that he's trying to tell me that he wants you to know that he's so happy for you and everything that's happening in your life right now. And I'm like, oh, really?
Well,
and she goes, oh my God, I am married now, Tyler. You didn't even know. That was the only time I was skeptical.
Well,
it was the only time I was skeptical.
I don't trust anybody, as you well know.
Except for the Long Island Medium and Tyler Henry. Got it, Mom.
Long Island Medium, Mom.
And you don't trust anybody? How many times has a Nigerian prince texted you asking for your social security number? Okay, so let's be a little generous here, okay?
I have never given information. Ever.
She literally calls me everyone. She's like, Joe, Ellen DeGeneres wrote me on Instagram. All I have to do is give her a blood type sample and then I get free tickets to the show. Like, that is the shit you do.
Liar. You're such a liar. Anyway.
Joe, my Amazon account's about to be shut down. Can you help? What do I do? God damn.
That one's true. That one's true. But
Joe, the price of the bill this month is $10,000. Can you cover it? Can you cover it?
Tell me about that person you met the other day at the club. Are you sure that he's not going to put something in your... How about your friends? I'm not sure about your friends.
God.
I don't know. Must be the Italian in me. But anyway, I'm skeptical, but at the same time, when I go through some stuff here, I've experienced these things with the people that I love who have passed. Now, I watched an interview with Jana Bush, who is on Today Show with
Did she do this with him?
And Hoda. Mm-hmm.
Wait, he was on Good Morning America, or they did like
Not
a
Good Morning
separate...
America. It's the Today Show. It's the next show.
Oh yeah. The Today
and they're the host of the show, Hoda and Jenna. And Jenna was just blown away and by the things that he was telling, because it was about her grandfather. And they came back after the
former
interview.
Teacher, by the way, everybody.
Huh?
Jenna on the Today Show, former teacher. She was a first grade teacher.
Kindergarten teacher too.
Right.
But anyway, she came back into the interview and said, I was a skeptic. And what he didn't say on the film, and he said to me in private, blew her away. And Hoda said the same thing. And she said, people think that you can, he probably went on Google and he found things about us. She goes, there is no way that this information is anywhere on any website, anywhere. And she said, and she was crying. She was just crying. So,
do you know what got me on this show? You know what? Knock on wood before I even say this. I am so fortunate that I have not experienced a serious loss in my life yet. Like, yeah, it was serious, but like I was little. I wasn't even 1 year old when your parents passed. Your mom died before I was born.
3 and 10 with Grandpa Dombrowski.
1, 3, and 10, and one was already gone before I was even born. So I wasn't really like,
yes, mm-hmm.
10 years old when Grandpa died. It was traumatic, but like I was a little kid. Like your grandparents are supposed to die when you're a little kid. Like, so I haven't experienced like a serious loss yet. You fucking better believe when you and Dad pass, I'm going to be like, get me this fucking Tyler's number immediately. I have questions. Immediately.
Well, so did everybody. That's the thing.
I was even thinking about that right now. If he came to my house, I'd be like, well, tell me who you see, because I probably met him once. I don't know. Sure.
In your house? Do you think you see something?
Oh, I got to tell you. This new house that we have, it's I'm going to say this new phrase that I've invented. It's good haunted. It's good haunted. There is a presence in this space. There is a presence in this space.
Why? What do you feel?
Pure comfort all the time. Safety, protection, just things will happen where I'll be like, I think I feel something behind me. But it minus the scared. Like, I am a baby. When I go to your house to visit, if I have to go get something from the basement, I shut off all the lights and run upstairs like I'm frickin' Usain Bolt. All right. I can't handle it in this house. And also, by the way, we built that house. There's no spirits in it yet. Like this house, I could walk around butt ass naked at 3 o'clock in the morning with no lights on, and I would not be scared. Into the basement on top of that.
Did your house had 2 owners, right?
Yes, and I don't know anything about either of them. I do know that the husband of the owner who sold us the house did pass.
He did. Okay.
Yes, and that's like all I know. I don't know if he died in the house. I don't know anything. And I know nothing about the first owner.
Okay. That's interesting.
Should we have Tyler come over?
It's interesting because in our house, nobody's ever died in our house, but I have felt presence. Definitely. Without a doubt.
Really?
Without a doubt. Because something I was going to mention in Patreon, some of the ways.
Do I know what you're going to say, by the way? Or are you dropping this on me the first? Oh, shit. Okay. In
Patreon, I'm going to talk about what are some of the signs,
okay, well,
you might have a presence.
Congratulations. Please tell me about the presence you felt in our
What I'm
home.
saying. And when I read that, I went, yep. Uncle Emery had passed away.
Your brother.
We came, and after the funeral and everything was done, and that following week, I was sitting and watching TV, the only one in the house, and I felt this feeling up the back of my neck, just feeling. And he used to do that to me all the time when he tried to scare me. He would come up and just run his fingers on the back of my neck, like, ooh, that kind of thing. And that was those fingers going up my neck. And I just turned around and I said, stop it, Emery. I know that's you. You just stop it. You're not funny. And I know he was laughing, thinking he was so funny. I know that was him. There is no doubt in my mind. And he was kind of showing me he was there. I do feel the presence of my mom. Mostly my mom. I do feel my dad, but mostly my mom. And I do find that I hear her tell me things. I hear her say, not her actual voice, not her clear voice, but just if I'm trying to find something or something, boom, there it's there. If an idea will come in my head out of nowhere about something, and I'll say, oh, thanks, Dad. Okay, gotcha. Things will just come to me for no reason. Yeah.
Well, we need to ask them to do that a little more often because you are forgetting a lot of shit lately.
Like what?
Oh, do I need to build a list?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Because you're lying right now. You're lying to all these people.
I am not. You dementia. Listen, the one thing that I thought was really interesting that Tyler said, he was talking to one of the families. And he said that does he call them spirits? What's he call them? What does he call them? People?
He doesn't.
He just the dead?
Like the Long Island medium will call it the spirit is with me. He never used those terms. He would always say, he would scribble on a piece of paper. He would ask, you have to bring something to him.
You don't have to.
And you put it down. He says, bring something. And he puts it on the table, doesn't touch it. And then he starts scribbling on a pad. And he'll say, okay, by chance, da. Yeah, I'm feeling.
But the other thing I like about him too is he says, without giving too much away,
right?
Does anyone have anything related to fire or something? Yeah.
He never calls it a spirit. He never calls it a ghost. He never calls it.
It's very like first person. He's like, and now I'm talking to Richard. And he says, and he's different than the Long Island medium because he always says like, I'm collecting or I'm gathering that they want you to this. Long Island medium comes out and is like, hold on, what's that? Was that Clarabelle? Oh, okay. She wants you to know that you still owe her about $4,000 and she will get it. And you can write it out to, what's the routing number again? Okay. That's the Long Island medium.
Now, Aunt Ginger went to go see her when she was in Tennessee.
Yeah. Didn't you go too or no?
No, it was in, Catherine went with her.
Could you imagine going to see the Long Island medium? People probably come in with like bags of their loved ones' underwear and shit. Yeah. Hair and teeth. Those are dentures. You'll have
to ask Aunt Ginger how it works. You'll have to ask her how it works. But
Tyler doesn't do that. And the other thing I like about Tyler too is he always says without telling me too much. And if you go back and watch, he looks down because he doesn't want to get anything from he doesn't want to see them getting excited.
Or
he wants it. Yeah, he goes, does anyone have anything that has to do with a person who may have like gone too soon? At the very end of this episode, he goes, I'm getting that someone had a lot of turmoil in their life. So did somebody pass, but they had a lot of negative things that they didn't have closure on? And they were like, yeah. He's like, well, do you want me to tell you everything?
Yeah, he'll always ask, do you want me to tell you? Do you want me to tell you everything? He would always ask him. Now, part of me, it's not like I'm 100%. Yeah, absolutely. This is real. I don't
when you die, I'm going to call Tyler and I'm going to be like, Tyler, ask her who my real dad is.
You look like your real dad. You look like my side of the family and tall and skinny like your dad.
We'll see. But anyway, 23andMe is on its way.
So there's always that little kind of piece that I think, could be, but you never know. I mean, he started to feel something when he was 10. And he didn't know what it was. And he goes, and 10-year-olds like, this is what he said, you just get this and think, I don't know what to do with this. It's weird or whatever. He didn't say, oh, I found spirits. He just had this feeling about something and couldn't figure out what it was or why. Mm-hmm. So he was about 10 years old when this started. He started. Oh, that's for Patreon. I've got a lot of stuff for Patreon in there, but a little bit about him.
Well, don't reserve yourself. Just keep talking.
Well, he's about 27 years old now.
He's 27.
Yeah, but he rose to fame in at 19.
Yeah, I was wondering too. Did it start online
with the E Show? Hollywood. Oh. It was called Hollywood Medium with Tyler Henry.
I do remember that.
Where he was given, where he helped celebrities.
I do remember this.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. He was young. He was about 19. But anyway, the different things that he helped with, and he really seemed to help, except with his family issue. It was funny. Sometimes I don't know what people are thinking. He came in contact with a legendary star because a woman came to him and he felt something, of course, and she had a charm bracelet or something. And here it was the assistant to Betty Davis. And Betty Davis, he was feeling her. He goes, oh, he didn't call her Betty Davis. He didn't say it was Betty Davis. He was just saying, this person is saying this, and that he trusted that this Betty Davis is trusting you with her, with everything about her legend, her legendary background or whatever he said. And that's all she wanted, is make sure that she was okay with, I guess, her being part of her past. So he said, oh, Betty Davis. He goes, she's one of my favorites, Betty Davis,
Yeah.
And he said it was so funny. He goes, because a couple nights ago, this figure was coming to me with this mole on her face, this mole. And I couldn't figure out what the heck is this, and this was days before this reading ever happened.
Oh, yeah. He starts to kind of get it on his way to whatever it is.
Mm-hmm. And here it was Betty Davis when she was in Baby Jane, I think
Baby June
she was in. So that one. And then his mother is in it with him. Her name is Teresa. And I guess she's got a past that her mother left her or whatever.
No, it sounds like her mom had 2 daughters and she wasn't married. So Tyler's grandmother convinced his
Yep. Tyler's great-grandmother
convinced his grandmother to put one up for adoption and keep the other.
Right.
So I think that's what happened, and they're trying to put the pieces together on that. And then what happens, you guys, is Tyler says that his gift is actually his own kryptonite, because he says that he it doesn't work on himself, which is sad. So when he's like, I can help all these other people, but I can't help me.
He said, but when he does,
I think I know why though.
He says, I feel the way anybody else feels when I give them information. He said, but he doesn't feel anything extra or special.
No, he said he just feels sadness like people do, which is sad. And the other thing is that I think, honestly, that he doesn't get the spirits for himself, because I think they're trying to protect him.
Could be, but I think there's more on these episodes about they're trying to figure out, there's something really weird that happened with the woman who adopted his mother. Mm-hmm. There was a really weird transaction that happened.
Yeah.
Come to find out, but they haven't disclosed that yet. And they haven't don't know what that is.
I think too, if you think about it, I think that the spirits are protecting him, because if they came to him and gave him all this stuff, they might give him something he doesn't want, and he might shun this gift off and be like, oh, I don't even want it.
I don't know. So, I don't think so. I think his mother's looking for it. He would like to find it for her, but it's just not coming.
You don't know, Fran.
Yeah. So then the last one was a man and his mother met with him, and it was about a premature passing of somebody in in this man's life. And that's when he said, "Do you want to know everything?"
And we didn't know. That's how they ended the episode. Did you watch?
I went in and yeah.
Tell me everything.
So I did watch.
Just tell me, because I don't have time to watch.
It's the man. It was about the man's dad. Now the man is about in his early 30s, I would say.
Right, and let me guess. Hold on, I didn't watch, but let me guess. The dad comes through. He didn't come out yet by the time his dad died. So the dad comes through and he's like, I want to let you know that I accept you and I love you just the way you are. Am I right?
Yep.
Shocking.
Shocking. The dad died at 32 in an automobile accident. And there's something about his seatbelt crushed his chest or something. But he said his dad, when he was 6 years old, I was doing something. And my dad said, you're going to be leading a very different life. I want you to know that, but don't do that anymore.
Funny.
Said to him. And then, the dad came across, said he's proud of him and how he's handled himself and all. That's all he wanted to ever know. So the show again.
Cliche.
If we weren't clear, it's called Life After Death. It's on Netflix. This is
how many times do you think Tyler lies? Well, how do you think? What if Tyler? What if that ghost came to Tyler and was like, "You tell him he's going to damnation. Tell that sodomite, get out of my house." And Tyler's like, "He wants me to tell you." You
better go whip yourself.
He wants me to tell you that he loves you and he's very proud of you.
I don't know. I mean,
that's what I'm saying. They never show the negative. They never show the.
No, but off camera, if he does this, personally for other people, that might come up.
How much do you think it costs?
Do you want to know? Do you want to know the truth? Do you want to know? He's always asked that question. And if I had him in front of me and he'll say, "Do you want to know?" God, I don't know if I want to sit with my own memory. Or sit with what I'm seeing,
Mom.
Or do I want him to tell me the truth?
I just found something out.
What?
Tyler Henry is on tour.
You liar and a
swear to God.
Liar.
Let's see what. So, yep, he sure is. His next tour date is at the Hard Rock Live in Gary, Indiana, and right after that, November 19th, he's in Battle Creek.
No. When?
Battle Creek, November 19th.
Oh, I have a party then.
Oh my God. He is like sold out of these humongous venues. Battle Creek, Anaheim, Fort Lauderdale, Atlanta.
Anywhere.
Los Angeles, San Jose. No, he literally comes to the West Coast. He does all of California. Then he goes to Australia. Oh my God.
What? I really want to know.
April 21st, Toppenish, Washington, at the Legends Casino Hotel and Event Center. Let's see this. Where is that compared to here? I don't know where Toppenish is. He does a lot of casinos.
Well, that would be fun. Dad could go play blackjack, and me and Morgan can go.
What? You always invite yourself to my plans.
I think that'd be a good Patreon episode.
I get this great idea, and you're always like, and I'm going.
Well, when we talk about shows, because we were talking about, when is Easter? Easter's earlier than we were talking about when to come out to see you.
April 21st.
Yeah, when's Easter this year?
Damn.
Next year, I mean.
April 21st. He does April 21st and April 22nd.
Oh, wow.
And the April 21st is already sold out.
No kidding.
Yeah, but it doesn't have, it says check back for link for tickets. What do you mean check back? Give me those tickets.
Why don't you call the place? Easter is April 17th.
I don't got to call the place. I'll just get tickets. I'll find out who his agent is and get tickets.
Easter is, everybody, I almost just messed you up. Easter is April the 9th. In next year.
Great. Well, let's see. Maybe I want to go see Tyler Henry for my birthday. We don't know. Well,
maybe
we'll have to see. Ooh.
Am I still invited?
I think you just invited yourself.
There's nothing wrong with that. Ain't nothing wrong.
We do have some new Patreon members, I think. Let's see.
Hello, new Patreon members.
Nope, we don't. Never mind.
Hey, I was going to ask you, are you going
Because we just recorded yesterday. What?
Are you going to continue watching the show?
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Yeah, well, tell me then what happens with, they're going to find out something about how her mother.
I almost thought you just said they're going to tell us something about her WAP. I thought you almost.
It makes sense.
It's okay. Well, it makes sense to me and other people listening, but
it doesn't make sense. I don't know. Is that a new word for something?
Uh-huh.
Okay.
All right. Well,
wait a minute. Do we have anything else to talk about?
Do you?
No? Is that it?
That's it. That's the episode.
Okay.
You guys liked it to death on Netflix. Thank you to Patreon member. Who?
Definitely watch it. We suggest to watch it. It's good.
Patreon
I didn't know who he was. And first I'm going, oh, here's another kid. I really liked him. I thought he was so sweet and so kind.
I'll be watching.
Good. Let me know what happens.
Patreon member who?
Patreon member Chelsea Lee.
Thank you so much, Chelsea Lee. And we'll see you next time on
Let's Watch Spooky Stuff.
Bye.
Bye.